If you're a Nigerian, you must have heard the name King Jaja of Opobo while in elementary school. But the real story is far more incredible than any textbook can tell you. It is a true story about a boy sold into slavery who didn't just free himself but became a king, built his nation, and was brave enough to challenge the powerful British Empire. Our story starts in the 1800s in Igbo land, where a boy named Jubogha was born. Tragically, when he was only 12, he was captured and sold as a slave. He was taken to a busy trading town called Bonny in the Niger Delta. Palm oil was a big business there. It was like today's crude oil, incredibly valuable. In Bonny, they gave him a new name, Jaja. He was an outsider with no family, owned by others. But Jaja was different. He was incredibly smart and observant. He worked harder than everyone else, learning everything he could about the palm oil business. His bosses noticed his intelligence and talent. He quickly moved up from being a simple laborer to a trusted manager. Jaja was ambitious. He learned how to trade, how to bargain, and how to be smarter than his rivals. Eventually, he earned enough money to do the impossible. He bought his own freedom. Imagine that, going from being someone's property to buying yourself back, building a new empire. But Jaja didn't stop there. He was a natural leader. After his old boss died, there was a lot of fighting for control in Bonny. Jaja became the most powerful leader, but the jealousy and rivalry were too much. So in 1869, he did something amazing. He gathered his loyal followers and they all left Bonny to find a new home. He led them to a perfect spot in the Delta and built a brand new city-state from scratch. He named it Opobo. Because of its location, Opobo controlled the best palm oil trading routes. Under King Jaja's smart leadership, it quickly became rich and powerful. He built a strong army and created fair laws to protect his people and his business. He was a king who truly looked after his own, standing up to the British. By this time, the British were trying to take over the region. They wanted to control the palm oil trade for themselves and expected Jaja to follow their orders. But Jaja was no fool. He was a better businessman than most of them. He insisted that the British trade on his terms through his own people. He even started shipping his palm oil directly to England, cutting out the British middlemen completely. This made the British very angry. Here was an African king outsmarting them and defying their empire. He famously warned his people, "No, don't let the white man ruin your country." A British official named Harry Johnston saw Jaja as a major problem. He decided to get rid of him through a trick. In 1887, Johnston invited King Jaja for a friendly meeting on a British warship, promising that he would be safe. Jaja trusted him and went, but it was a trap. Once Jaja was on the ship, Johnston arrested him for blocking trade. The king, who had freed himself and built a nation, was now a prisoner. They sent him into exile, far from his home and his people, first to Ghana and then all the way to the West Indies. He spent years fighting for his freedom, always demanding justice. Finally, the British agreed to let him return home. But tragically, on the journey back in 1891, King Jaja died at the sea. Many believe he was poisoned to make sure he never reached Opobo alive. King Jaja's body was eventually brought back to Opobo, where he was buried as the great king he was. His life was destroyed, but they could never destroy his story. King Jaja of Opobo remains a true hero. His life proves that it doesn't matter where you come from. With courage, intelligence, and determination, you can rise above anything. He stood for the dignity and freedom of his people, and his story is a powerful reminder to always stand up for what is right, no matter how great the odds. Thank you for watching with us this wonderful history. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe so that I can continue to see more of this video. Until the next time.